What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to season 2, Ketchup Podcast, episode 26. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. We in the building with your host, Lofton, aka Mr. Nice Guy, aka Mr. Hazadonis, aka when I'm student and booted, Antoine Cumberbund. And I got my co-host, Rajim.
Mr. Make It Happen. What's up, baby? What's going on?
Hey, what's up? And then we added one more to the daggum team. She's sitting there doing the traffic report. We got the daggum the most wanted in the DC area. You know what I'm saying? Philly's top deal. You know what I'm saying? Aaliyah is back in the building. Aaliyah, for everybody out there, put Aaliyah on the show. We're gonna have Aaliyah and Melissa, two of our guests that were on previous shows. They're gonna be coming in, alternating with us, giving us that perspective. They're gonna be this perspective of the show when they come in. And then our special guest that's gonna join us. If y'all saw the finale, you know I call her Miss Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? We got Calicia from the HelloBlackMan.com. She got the podcast with her husband. She's doing great things. Opinionated, representing the South, making sure that Deion Sanders is shaking hands down there at Jackson State. You know what I'm saying? She up there doing it. What's up, baby? What's going on? Talk to me. How you doing, ma'am? How you doing? Got your lashes on? You doing? You ready?
Cricket letter, in the building.
Hey, what's up? What's
Man,
up?
listen, don't talk to me about Deion Sanders.
Hey,
I
look.
have no words.
You can't be do the thing.
I watched it, but I'm trying to figure out what exactly happened. I know it's prime time.
It was so much. It was so much leading up into that. Okay, so all right, let me give you a brief rundown right quick because I know we got a lot to cover in a little bit of time. So Deion Sanders does is walk around these people's stadium and it's like all for show, right? And I'm saying all for show, but that's who he is. So you either accept him for who he is or you don't. Well, when you come into small societies and small-minded areas like he's in, you've got to be respectful of the culture. And if you don't, then you don't get received. And I think so many people want other people to eggplant ride that they don't understand that you got to respect these people when you come into their areas, when you come into their environments. And if you don't do that, then you don't get accepted. Like don't talk crap about me all week and then expect me to hug you. I'm not gonna hug nobody. Black people, we as black culture, we have things that we receive as respect and we don't. And he didn't receive that as respect. It was a lot that went on before that. Y'all got to catch everything. But it is what it is. It is what it is.
The man
said he ain't swag. The man said he ain't swag. End of discussion.
Hey, man. He said he ain't swag, man. You can be black and ain't swag. I guess that's
he ain't done the swag time. He ain't done what he needed to do.
How long? We'll get all to it. We're gonna keep it pushing right now because we're coming to one of my favorite times, and it's still season 2. Still my favorite segment right here. We coming to the drink of the day. Drink of the day in the building. All right. So for everybody out there, letting y'all know, already posted on YouTube. We got the new drink of the day that's going out. I got your boy right here. Got the way we build it, the way that it was put together, all the ingredients, everything is on YouTube. It's called the bomb threat. I call it the bomb threat because when you call it in, you don't know when it's going to go off. So as soon as you hit that drink, you don't know when it's going to hit you. It's too good. I did the taste test with it, especially with the wife. So the wife, straight alcohol ain't really her thing. As soon as she hears that hint of alcohol, she's gonna be like, "Oh no, this ain't it."
Somebody in a spaceship.
Somebody is in a spaceship.
So as soon as we hit that joint, it was all good. So make sure that you check it out. It's called Bomb Threat. It's really good. Has some 2 different types of brandy in it. It has lemon as well as grenadine. Shaken, not stirred, James Bond style. Throw it in a nice glass. I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not gonna taste the alcohol at all. You take 2 of these. See you in the morning. You're gonna be okay. So go ahead, get that Bomb Threat. Hit up YouTube right there on the Ketchup Podcast. It's right under Drink of the Day. Go check it out. I'm gonna tell you how to make it. All right, man. Roz, what you got?
Man, so listen, bro. it's that time of the year. You know, we got, you know what I'm saying, it's fall or whatever. You got your seasonal drinks, you know what I'm saying? So Crown, you know, around this time of the year, they drop their little seasonal. So what I did was I went with the peach Crown, you know what I'm saying? The peach roll Crown, but check this out. Let me tell you what I did to it. I added some cream soda to it, you know what I'm saying? Which makes it a little sweet, but I'll add a little swig to it. I call it that 112, that peaches and cream. You feel what I'm saying?
I feel you. Peaches and cream.
You know what I mean? Smooth, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
I like
it. Smooth, bro. So, and in real talk, I was already tipsy because I did some non-thug shit today that I had to do with my wife. You know what I'm saying? Because I love her. I had to go wine tasting. You know what I'm saying? So I went wine tasting earlier, so I was already ready. You know what I'm saying? Got you. I was already ready anyway. You know
ready to make it happen.
Boom. There it is. That 112. Let's get it.
All right then. So Miss Aaliyah, I know, man. You look. I'm not even gonna ask you because you out on the road. You out here, our traffic expert. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I'm on the road today.
You drinking and driving.
When I left out earlier in this container, I know y'all probably can't see, it's my little pink sparkle, but in that one I had a bourbon mule because it was just, I mean, you know, light.
Hey, okay.
Something light.
Because I knew I had to be driving, I couldn't be all tipsy. And right now,
okay.
A mule
I
is good.
Strawberry Fanta right now.
The mule.
Okay.
I like the mule.
Yeah.
All right.
But I do a bourbon mule. I do the bourbon mule because I don't know what it is. Maybe my taste buds just decided vodka ain't it no more. I don't know. I love vodka, love it to death, but I just, for whatever reason, if it ain't bourbon, if it ain't gin, I don't want it. So
you know, gin and juice on the thing. So hey, talk to me, Mississippi. What you bring to the table? You give us something very southern.
I'm gonna put y'all on to something that y'all ain't never heard of before.
Let's go.
Let's go.
And she was like, she don't like vodka. I'm a vodka girl, so I'm giving you Franklin's this evening. They not sponsoring y'all, but they need to. Franklin's organic vodka, okay? Because I only put the best ingredients in my body.
The best alcoholic ingredients in your body. There you go. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I want to put the best poison in my body.
Okay, you gonna poison yourself. It needs
it's
to be
organic. It's okay. It's organic. It's organic. It's healthy.
I feel you. If you're gonna poison yourself, you might as well poison yourself right.
Might as well do it right. So hey, everybody out there, hit all the organics you need. You know what I'm saying? Hey, get you a bourbon mule, maybe hit you up with a little peaches and cream. But go ahead and go straight to YouTube to the Daggone Mint Ketchup podcast, Daggone page, and you're gonna be able to get the ingredients on how to make your bomb threat. And hey, man, I'll just take two of these. And I'll see you in the morning. You know what I mean? So that's your drink of the day. That's your drink of the day. Now we going on. We got some news about here. So we're gonna hit this news right now because this is it's been kind of wild out here. So we're gonna push first. So we got news of the week for this wonderful episode, first one of our new season. We're gonna talk about, we got ladies on the show. We gotta figure this situation out. I don't really care about the celebrity situation, but there's just different parts that's going on here. You know, you got, you know what I'm saying? I talked to Aaliyah earlier this week. She was like, hey, why your boy out there dry snitching? He could be possibly dry snitching out here on his homie. Then you got Tom Brady. Do we work too much? Like, is that a work too much thing? Like, what's going on with that situation? Hey, was Ime Udoka, was he lonely? Or like, what was going on with that? How Nia Long getting treated like that? You know what I'm saying? That's cold-blooded. And then you got Tia Mowry out here. One of the twins is dropping her dude after 14 years, and it seemed to be irreconcilable differences. So that's even different than, you know, oh, somebody did this or did that. That's just like, hey, it just ain't going right now. So you know, based on that first one, man, like what's the deal, guys? What's the deal? What's the situation out here with these? What do you think the issue is?
Bottom line, the issue is, I don't think we're talking about the what's the little boy named Quavo or whatever. Talking about that. First of all, whether or not your homie smashed or not, why you not making her look bad? You know he married. You know he been married the whole damn time y'all was together. So if he did smash, I mean, come on, son, that ain't something you out there. Oh, well, you know, she smashed the homie. What homie? Why you telling?
Yeah.
Why you mad?
Yeah.
You don't care. You out there fucking other girls. So why you mad that she? No, don't get me wrong. I get it. She done, you know, it's the bro code and all of that. But you ain't sweating your homie over it. Like, I don't know how these new age friends work, but my friends, the way my friends work, it don't matter if it was past or present. Like, I'm not fucking your dude. You know what I mean? I'm not fucking your dude, whether he your current dude or your past dude. That's somebody you done lay with. The friend code say that's automatically off limits. Now, if it was something where, oh, we met in high school, we went on a few dates or something like that, it wasn't really serious, then yeah, 10, 15, 20 years later. But if you know that I got feelings for this guy or had feelings for this guy, no matter what the situation was, that was my man, and you fucked him, don't come to me talk about some, oh, well, you know, she slept. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
No, you wasn't trying to tell me you fucked them when you was fucking them. So don't come back to me after the fact talking about some, yeah, you know, I smashed them. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So Mississippi, what you got? What how you feel about that?
Ask me the question again. You know Mississippi.
You're not supposed to live up to the stereotype. Like you're supposed to be breaking.
No,
you're supposed to be breaking
that. So in that case, you
hold on. By show of hands, who's been in a relationship and been called a cheater and cheated to prove the person right?
Wow, that's all right. Well, okay. Well, give me your perspective.
And they probably deserve it. So, I mean,
I wasn't cheating if you were calling me a cheater now.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a different perspective.
So basically, you cheated to make him right. Does that make?
He needed to be right. He needed to feel validation in his, his reflection. So I had to make him feel important in this matter. Now, continue. Okay. Ask me the question again.
So we was talking about these celebrity breakups and the different ones. Leah started out with the Quavo situation with the dry snitching, but in everybody else's category, you have like Tom Brady with the work too much. You know, we don't know what Ime Udoka situation. Nia Long, the Nia Long situation. We don't know what's going on with that. We don't know if it's like lonely, like what was happening with that situation. And of course, with the one of the twins, just irreconcilable.
She got tired of him being broke. That's what that was. She got tired of. She honestly, really and truly, I feel like she got tired of him being broke.
That kind of.
She was carrying him. Is that what it was?
I don't think it's. I feel like it's the people around her making her feel like he's not doing anything. If that makes sense, he came out. He was the on trend actor or whatever when they first started dating. You know what I mean? Because the only thing she had at that time was like they was doing Disney shit like Sister. I don't even think Sister was out yet. They was doing like the. Something they had a TV show before Sister, but it was like, they was doing guest shows and everything like that. They came out with Sister. Sister went off. They might have had like a Disney movie or something, but mind you, he was still acting during that time. He stopped acting once they got married, and they was, her career took off. They both took a step back to raise a family, whatever have you. But my thing is, when I hear irreconcilable differences, that means y'all motherfuckers just miserable and ain't shit holding y'all together. Y'all just miserable and ain't nothing holding y'all together. Y'all, if y'all done signed the prenup, if y'all done, you gonna take what you had and I'm gonna take what I had. I don't need a fucking announcement like that's not news. Like announce it when it's juicy, like when he got caught cheating, or you got another man on the side, or you got another kid on the way. Like that's when you announce it. Other than that, go to the courthouse and get it over with.
Yeah, you got like that drama. So Roz. So looking at this, man, like what do you see? Is there a common denominator in all these, or you think these are just are pieces of the puzzle of reasons why relationships and marriages can fall to the wayside?
I mean, honestly, bro, I feel the same way. It's pieces of the puzzle. that everybody has their own reason, which is fine. But when you see, like you said, you see multimillionaires and blah 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 celebrities, getting divorced, it just goes to show you that anybody can lose track or lose vision of what was started. You know what I'm saying? So, I try, like for example, I try not to lose vision of why I fell in love with my wife. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I don't want to let something else get in front of us of what or get in that path of what we started, because I lost the vision. And like you said, it could be it's like Tom Brady worked too much. It could be Tia's husband just didn't live up to the hype. Somebody else is going through a divorce. Miguel, him and his wife breaking up. Maybe he worked too much. Maybe it could be, but
you can't keep bringing all them partners in your relationship either.
Yeah, it can't be. It can't be. I mean, we're not in the people's house, so we're not sure on what's going on their end. You know what I'm saying? Like Tia's husband, he could be calling her a fat bitch every time he get a chance. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what that man called her. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what these people are doing in their relationship that's causing them to, detach. Like, you know what I'm saying? Tom Brady and what's her name, Giselle, they multi-million. She richer than him. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't the money. He got money, so it ain't the money. It's the time. You know what I'm saying? He lost track somewhere of his family. You get what I'm saying? Football became his wife. You get what I'm saying? So football,
he needed to
football was always his wife. Football was always his wife.
He retired. He wants his family retired. You are
talk to me, Mississippi. I mean, you got a whole show that be having couples and everything else on it. So I mean, you kind of the a little bit of the expert up in here. So talk to me, man. Talk to me. What's going on?
So let's not do that. I just been, and we talk about this all the time because I am very, very. When I see stuff like that, I be like, "What's lacking? Like, what's lacking? Tell me now." But you better tell me now. Don't you wait until it's too late and then be like, "What you want? You want a threesome? What is it?" I be trying to figure out, because so I've been married, I've been divorced. I got married when I was 17 years old. I got married to this guy that played football at my alma mater, Alcorn State University. We are SWAC, and it was just like we weren't compatible. I knew that, but I got pregnant, so we had a shotgun marriage. And so all the things that I knew that I wanted, I was like, if I get out of this, my daughter said something really funny. I'm scatterbrained, so y'all got to keep me focused. She was like, "Mom, I've never seen you single," and I was like, "Go to hell."
So what you saying?
I have been single. I have plotted my thoughts in my mind. Like, I know what I want and what I don't want. But when you talk about relationships, like if you look at Tia, and I'm very energy drawn. I'm very energy focused. Like, when my energy is not matching the person who I'm with, like, I try to find solutions. Y'all got to tune into our podcast tonight, because we will be talking a little about just my internet sucks or y'all internet sucks. Somebody internet sucks. So anyway, how I feel about it, I feel like we're all human, right? So it's like people grow apart. And if you do not have the right mental state, the right tools, the right desires to figure out how to get that back together, you're going to fail. Today's society has made it so easy to move on that why am I staying? Like, what's the purpose of me staying in this relationship when I got 90 other people in my inbox? I got 1,000 other people out here that's saying they could do this, do that for me. Like, we've got to find the basis and the foundation and learn to love unconditionally. Because I do believe, I don't know, somebody posted, no, it wasn't none of y'all, it was somebody on Jody's other podcast, that love, that unconditional love is not real. I don't think it's not real. I think that we don't communicate enough. Follow Hello Black Man. I don't think that we communicate enough for it to be real. I think if you are open, you're honest, and you're straightforward,
Yeah, I think I was her internet. we have
why you?
we have come to the conclusion.
But to her point, you know, she said it was about energy and everything. But to her point, you know, as a person who has been there and done that myself, at the same time, you gotta want it. You have to want to stay. You have to want to make it work. You have to want to be there. You have to want to figure out what's wrong. You have to want to fix it, to figure it out, and not just. I don't like you said. Coming from that background of being with someone, you know, most of my damn adult life, and you talking about 20 something years later, both of us like, fuck you, I'm getting divorced. You know what I mean? But that was well after, you know, the not wanting to fix it, the not wanting to work it out, the not wanting to go to therapy, the not wanting to keep our shit in the house. Because when you start stepping out, there is no coming back. You see what I'm saying? You know, there is no, I had forgiven him for that. You know what I mean? I can forgive you for that. But because you did that, I will never fucking forget it. It will always be in the back of my mind. If it was so easy for you to step out because you were having a difficult time with us and you didn't discuss it with me, you took it outside of the house. If I can't trust my motherfucking right hand, we ain't got no business being together.
Yeah, true. Yep.
100%. So, I mean, I can understand why, you know, and just looking at them together, they don't look happy, you know, but talking about the whole Tia Mowry and her husband, heartache, but you know, they just didn't look happy. And if they're not happy, I get it. You know, you raising kids, you trying to be a family, you know, it's hard, but and them being the, you know, they don't have a typical 9 to 5 where they can set up a schedule to do, you know, okay, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. So when you feel, and I get it, I understand when a lot of the bulk of the marriage is on you, I can understand where the resentment is coming from. I get where, you know, I don't want to keep doing this, and why do you keep taking projects like I didn't have a career, and like we ain't got these damn kids here to raise? Like, who you think gonna be kids? So I get it. I understand in that dynamic, especially like you said, the multimillionaire things, the, you know, the people who are you know, have these acting careers. Even Tom Brady and him, like you said, Tom Brady been married to his career. He was all football prior to Giselle. I think what happened was she picked him up, dusted him off a little bit, and said, "This mine to keep." And I don't know, like you said, you don't know what goes on behind closed doors. Maybe he said, "I'm going to retire, and it's going to be our time to be, you know, a family, whatever."
And then he went back. And
he went back. And it's not like he didn't want. It's not like he needed the money. It's not like we don't have this, that, or the third. But you're talking about this girl was top of the line fucking model. You know what I mean?
Right.
I put my career on that you can do what you needed to do. You won your fucking Super Bowl rings. What else do I need to sacrifice in order to make you happy?
Right.
Yeah.
That's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah, that's for sure.
I totally agree.
To her point, if I'm holding up my end of the bargain, meaning I done gave up my modeling thing, because you know she only had one movie, but she was trying to get into movies at that time. I done gave up the movies. I done settled down. I done let you get your ring. I done let you, you know, move teams. I done did all of these things, and you told me that once you got A, B, and C, it's gonna be us.
Yeah.
But now you done got A, B, and C, and you want something else. You want to be outside of what we agreed to. Again, if I can trust my right hand,
that's tough.
That's
a tough situation. So
I totally agree.
Yeah, it's wild out there. It's wild out there. I think it's one of those situations where it's real difficult because a lot of comparisons, like everything besides just, you know, people where grass is always greener as of house and cars and everything now, because everybody is displaying a lot of stuff out there. You're seeing a lot of stuff. So then people are out there, grass is always greener type situation. You know what I mean? And then you know, people are bouncing around all the time because, you know, they get to that situation and it's not greener. Then they get to another situation and it's not greener. And it's, you know what I'm saying? You see them years down the line, or or decades down the line, and they talking about like, oh man, I should have just been where I was at,
Yep.
because that was actually one
and
that was way more functional than than I was dealing with before. So,
that's exactly true.
Hey Roz, hit one more point, and then we're gonna move on.
No, I'm just gonna say, man. It's exactly true, man. Because honestly, to the point of the grass being green on the other side, grass 9 times out of 10, the grass is never green on the other side. And it's like I had, like, for me, you know me for a long time, I had to start looking at it in a different light. You know what I'm saying? In the sense of, God sent me somebody, I messed it up. God sent me somebody else, I messed it up. And it's only so many times God gonna send you somebody. You know what I'm saying? I look at it like that. It's only
Speak on it.
Hey, it's only so, so my wife now, when I met her, I knew from the first date, from the time we talked on the phone for 5 hours, like, what I'm saying, for the time, like, I talked to my homeboy till like 5 o'clock in the morning, like, bro, I don't know what it is, but that's her. You know what I'm saying? That's who I've been waiting on. And like I said, I was a bachelor at the time. I was living that bachelor life. I was living downtown Orlando, high rise, living my best life, making money, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? And then she sideswiped me. You know what I'm saying? She literally T-boned me, out of nowhere. Boom. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't expecting it. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, where you came from? You know what I'm saying? So in that regard, having that feeling for her, and the way I feel about her now, and the way I feel about her every single day of my life right now, is that, why mess that up? You know what I'm saying? It's like women throw you. Women come out every day, all day. I was wearing a black wedding band up to about a week ago before I realized that black wedding band on men mean you a swinger. And women was looking at me sideways. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they be smiling at me or whatever. I'm like, why do they be smiling at me?
You got that picture
hey, you know what I'm saying? I told my wife, somebody was checking me out. Then we found out that black wedding band mean you a swinger. I'm like, oh snap! I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? But so look, brother ain't got no wedding band. I'm waiting for a new wedding band to get here.
Yeah, always rock the gold.
Yeah, wifey wasn't having that. She's like, we ain't doing that. But anyway, I to say this. Don't mess up your blessings. You know what I'm saying? If God bless you with a beautiful person for your life, you know what I'm saying, make sure you take care of what God sent you. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. My wife, my biggest cheerleader. No matter what I'm doing, she my biggest cheerleader. Even if she got an opinion on it, she'll be like, okay, babe, well, you know what I'm saying, that's a good idea. You know what I'm saying? And if she sees something wrong with it, she, well, how about this right here to go along with it? Or how about this right here instead of that? But she's still my biggest cheerleader. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of dudes, and I'm speaking from a man perspective, a lot of dudes mess that up because they see some BBL or they see something else and they think it's different, it's gonna get them. But if you think about it, let's be real. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have sex with somebody else, real talk, soon as you bust a nut, 5 minutes after you bust a nut, 5 seconds after you bust a nut, you realize you fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You be like, oh shit, I done fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's like I done messed around, cheated on this beautiful woman, this woman that the Lord gave me for some ass that really wasn't that good, first of all. Second of all, you know what I'm saying? I done fucked up. Now I'm in my guilt. I'm sitting in my guilt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then when you lose your woman, then you lose your woman, you're looking stupid because you didn't chase some ass that really wasn't working. You know what I'm saying? So that's my only point, bro.
Got you. Well, we're gonna lean into another person that believes in God wholeheartedly, but likes to wear White Lives Matter t-shirts and sees things, and he said God did. So we're gonna go ahead and what I'm saying, a fellow Christian here, you know what I'm saying, Kanye West up in this building. So this dude, you know what I'm saying, he's now in the news for this infamous White Lives Matter t-shirt situation. I watched a little part of the little interview he did on Fox News. I seen the little back and forth he's had with Diddy. For some reason, he coming at Diddy all crazy. Then little Bootsy, like he coming at Bootsy all wild. I mean, I know Mississippi know about that. Bootsy do the thing. So Bootsy's son burnt, you know what I'm saying, a pair of his Yeezys that he had. He just burnt the mugs up and whatnot. So y'all got to talk to me about this, man. What do you think about this? Is it more publicity? Is it just Ye being a little bipolar in this situation? But when I hear him talk, right, it's you know, you hear people that may be a little off kilter or whatnot. When I hear him talk, he is very much like I see that he believes what he is saying. Like that's the thing. Like I've seen people where it's like, all right, yeah, they talking BS. Like they'll say some stuff and they just like, I'm just trolling everybody. I'm about to hit you with this dumb stuff. But he believe it. He believe it. Like I mean, so it's very odd to have a situation where you are saying totally opposite things and believe them, which is really weird. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I think it's just very strange. Roz, what you got for me on this, man?
Man, first of all, that has to be, and I don't know, maybe it's narcissism. They got to be, because, like I said, it's the same thing that Trump. He has the same thing that Trump got, to where they believe the BS that they spit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they really cold-heartedly believe what they say. You know, and even if the rest of the world is going against them or whatever, they truly believe it. And the crazy part about it is the whole thing, and let's just keep it real, is that they got followers. There's still somebody gonna be buying a pair of Yeezys tomorrow for unreasonably priced shoes. That's ugly as shit. There's still gonna be buying. There's still people gonna be buying his clothes. You know what I'm saying? Still people gonna buy his music, of course. You know what I'm saying? So he really not hurting. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just like Trump. Trump still got people that's gonna vote for him no matter what stupid shit he say. He'll be like, hey man, tomorrow the moon turning orange, and it's gonna turn pink and blue, and it's gonna be blue for the rest of the, you know what I'm saying, for the rest of the year. People gonna believe that. And if it ain't blue, even if it ain't blue and they can see it's not blue, they're gonna be like, well, that's fake news. It ain't real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The government got y'all. Yeah, the Democrats made the moon turn back. You know what I'm saying? It's really blue. Like, shut your ass up. But that's how people are that follow Ye. It's like they gonna follow him. He gonna say what he want to say. He gonna say, you know what I'm saying, stuff that he gonna say what he think is controversial, and you know what I'm saying. And it is who he is. Who he is. You know what I'm saying? It's narcissism or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? He off. You know what I'm saying? He off. I think honestly, you know what I'm saying. I wouldn't even insult people that's autistic, but I do think he's on the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like he's on the spectrum, and people just missed it. You know what I'm saying? Something wrong with the boy. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Yo, Calicia, tell me, do you believe Ye is on the spectrum?
Yes, very much so.
Very much? Okay, talk to me. Explain. Say, give me some examples of when you was like, yo, that dude need to be on a little bus.
Autistic people don't get on the little bus. Hey, they got their own bus. They ride the van.
When he was so this is when I really realized.
Talk to me.
When he was saying that he wanted Kim to wash herself after he had already been with Amber Rose, who was a certified whore. Like I knew at that moment. This man was great.
That's when at that moment.
It was in that moment. Oh, it was crazy. That day years old when I knew this fool. This woman got a whole sex tape out here with your industry partner, and you are worried about that versus.
But before Kim had the whole Ray J tape incident, Kim was sleeping with a lot of other people in the industry trying to get into the industry. So yeah. He got a tape. If he like Kanye, if you like hoes, just say you like hoes. We don't care. Like
he did. He said it multiple times.
You found them all, and you had children by her. You had children by this woman for whatever reason.
Exactly. Like, I got a question though. It's like so it's broke hoes, and then there's rich hoes. Now,
don't matter.
It do. If you're a hoe, you're a hoe. But it's a rich hoe, it is broke hoe. Now. Like Kim Kardashian slept with a lot of dudes, and everybody was like, oh my God, slept with a lot of dudes. And most of the females I know slept with a lot of dudes too, for free. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's chicks that got that dudes pee on them for free. You know what I'm saying? At least Kim Kardashian got pee on for free. You know what
I'm saying? There is an age-old adage about what does an individual want? Not man, not woman, just an individual. Do you want somebody who worships you or somebody who you worships or who you worship? So why not get a broke hoe that's gonna make sure that she push your ass so she don't have to go back to whoredom like nobody else does? I'll get a rich whore that's gonna leave you for somebody else. Like a rich whore don't need you. She know what she can do, but a broke whore, she don't know the magnitude of her power. But if you put her in a position, she's gonna make sure that you keep growing. She understands the value of multiplying and getting where she needs to be. She gonna
it's levels to whoredom.
She's gonna fulfill all your fantasies. She gonna do whatever you want when you want to do. You can come, you can fly out, whatever you want. She got that. But a rich whore, she gonna be over here entertaining the next rich nigga because she already knows.
No, but I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna go though. This how the argument gonna go. Yeah, this how the argument gonna go afterwards though. When the broke hoe leave you. You're like, bitch, I brought you from the hood. You know what I'm saying? Now you all of a sudden you messing with another dude.
Listen. A real down to earth broke whore not gonna leave you. She not. You gonna have to put her out. You gotta put her out.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I didn't look.
Look, hey, look. The reason that we have the perspective. Look, below here, the two, that's the perspective down there.
Yeah. I know.
That's why they here. We can't necessarily argue with the perspective because they got the perspective. We ain't got that perspective.
From my perspective.
That's why they here. From your perspective.
I just don't see it. Like I clearly that little I shouldn't call him a little boy. He is a grown ass man. But he's still a little boy to me. Anyways, that little boy, I do see him being on the spectrum, but I also see him having another mental illness. Like I wholeheartedly believe Kanye West does have he does suffer from bipolarism issues, whatever. He needs to take a pill every day, and somebody is not in his camp is not making sure he's taking his pill every day.
No doubt.
There's no and then when I say it, it's like he craves the attention, no matter how positive or negative it is. He craves the attention of a bunch of people around him. Now, you see him walking around with the shit covering his face. You know, he had the stocking cap phase he was in. Then he was walking around looking like, you know, the homeless man phase. Now he in I don't give a fuck phase. Like something is seriously wrong with him. And unfortunately, no matter how much money he makes, no matter what he does not have people in his camp, people around him who truly care for him and care about him. There is no way. Kanye West, you my man. You my homie. There's no motherfucking way I'm going to allow you walking around to do the type of shit that you do where it's bringing negative attention to you, that's going to fuck with your bag, that's going to fuck with your kids, that's going to keep your wife, your ex-wife now, because they done divorced now, but that's going to keep your ex-wife name in the motherfucking media knowing she's a media whore. Ain't no motherfucking way that she going to get more dollars off the attention that I'm giving her. That's dumb. I don't see it. Unfortunately, we as a people, we come up in the entertainment industry and we are not around people who are industry minded. There's not a whole lot of people who is focused on Kanye West, the brand, and you know what I mean? Or they just keeping the machine going as opposed to, yo, is Jay really okay? Like, he got some fucking problems right now.
Yeah, the mental health aspect. Yeah.
As long as I'm getting a paycheck off of Kanye West, the brand, I don't give a fuck whether or not Kanye West, the person, is taking, popping his little pill every day. And unfortunately, you have a lot of vultures in your camp and in and around your money, if you will, that's not looking out for you. And the industry itself does not care. As long as you making that, as long as you hitting them deadlines and putting out them albums and putting out them, them clothing line or sneaker line or whatever the hell else you got going on, he's just, unfortunately, he's swimming in a world full of sharks and he drowning. He drowning.
Yep.
Please. So what did I saw you was about to raise your hand. What you got? You had something to say? No? Yeah. No? You good? All right. I was like, all right, I got you. We're gonna move on. Enough of that yay life. Enough of that yay life. So we're gonna move on, and we gotta say RIP, you know what I'm saying, to the man with the fantastic voice. You know what I'm saying? Coolio, while we was away for the 2 weeks, Coolio passed away. Didn't really dive into the situation or how there's been things out there that was mysteriously passed away after starting an anti-music streaming movement, which is kind of wild. But also in that same time, his family kind of was able to, or I don't know if his family, but at least his the record labels that own the music was able to reap the rewards, I guess. I mean, he falls in the same path of some of the other younger rappers that passed away, where all of a sudden, boom, he at the top of the charts. You know, so you know, Fantastic Voyage was going hard. You had Gangsta's Paradise that was going hard in the top 5, 10 and streaming and things of that nature. So yeah, so want to make sure we say rest in peace to Coolio. That was one of the big ones there. Won a Grammy for his for that song Gangsta's Paradise that was on, what was that daggone movie?
Dangerous Minds.
Dangerous Minds, that's it. Dangerous Minds. He also voiced some cartoon characters and stuff. So he was actually out there more than most people think. You know.
Yeah. So I got a question though. So
go ahead.
A lot of times people die, and then people all of a sudden act like they was the greatest artist ever lived and blah blah blah. And I know it's too soon or whatever, but I got a question to all y'all. Like real talk. How many people actually did continue to listen to Coolio before he, before he passed? You know
I'm going to tell you right now. I only know he passed because Lofton sent me. That ain't funny. But if you didn't send it to me,
but it's real talk. Know.
I wouldn't have known.
Yeah,
I was never what I would consider a fan of Coolio. I hear his music. I'm okay with it. I've seen him in a few things. Okay. I knew who he was, but I don't feel as though he impacted the music industry as much to say, I know, like, oh, damn, Coolio died. I've been following him since. Did he even have any social media?
Like that was it. I think Coolio was in a situation of probably one of the most popular one-hit wonders, just because it wasn't just like a one hit where he kind of like disappeared. I mean, to win a Grammy is pretty significant. Like, I mean, even if it's for like, hey, that one hit or whatever, but actually winning, because there's a lot of one hits that ain't win nothing. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even getting an award for it. So for him to even win the Grammy, I'm like, all right, that's cool. He did have a hit after, Gangsta's Paradise. People was listening to Fantastic Voyage, like, hey, that was his thing, whatever. At least he had 2 songs that was topping something, compared to some other 3, maybe. Hey, 2 I know. I ain't do the third. Whatever. I must have missed that one.
The third is for me. This is my Coolio Fantastic Voyage.
Okay.
It is the Kenan and Kel theme song.
Oh, okay.
Hey. That's my Coolio.
Hey, look, I mean, I like cartoons, and he was the voice of freaking Kwanzaa Bot on Futurama. Like that was, and I knew his voice as soon as I watched the show, and I'd be like, "Oh, that's Coolio."
He had a very unique and significant voice. He did. He does. He
I'd
did.
never known
when you
that.
hear it, you
just
know it.
Yeah, like so. If you ever watched, the cartoon, no different than The Simpsons, but they was Futurama, and they had one of those episodes where it was like they was doing all the holidays and Christmas, and Santa Claus was like actually a murderer in the future. So it was like an interesting, like freaking episode. But
Futurama is an adult cartoon.
It's a great show.
What is it called? What was Cartoon Network called? Adult Swim.
Adult Swim. Yeah, it was fantastic. Freaking he was Kwanzaa Bot. So he was the one that was supposed to be Kwanzaa. You know what I'm saying? Lighting the. I don't know. Everybody know what that means? I don't know. I still don't know what Kwanzaa means.
What? So let me tell you really quickly. So everybody is like, the guy who made Kwanzaa was a pedophile, so we can't follow him. But the ideations of what Kwanzaa is and what it stands for, I definitely celebrated with my kids because it's like, you know, Umojima and, you know, Konnichiwa. It's like all those things that build us as a community. Like the principles are valid. What the man did outside of that is kind of like the R. Kelly thing.
It's like believing you can fly.
Definitely like the R. Kelly
music is valid. Now, what he did outside of the music, I cannot.
Look. The thing is that at least in the Kwanzaa situation, you ain't like, man, if I light this candle, it reminds me when he was like doing like R. Kelly. He has songs. I can't even hear this.
Of people who will gaslight and who will shut you down if you celebrate Kwanzaa. Like people be like, "Oh, you're a Kwanzaa fan? That man was raping kids," and I'm like,
I would say Kwanzaa will fall in the same area as the Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts of America. They be like kids still be going.
In the Catholic Church.
Hey, kids still be going. Folks still go to mass. They know there's some stuff that was kind of not good, but they like, hey, you know what? Overall, make sure that you put one of those leashes on your kids so they don't go too far away. Don't leave them with that uncle that you don't like. You know what I mean?
They say Taco Bell they got real meat. They're still going to Taco Bell though.
First of all, don't bring Taco Bell into this. Taco Bell, I will fight you over Taco Bell. Got nothing to do with this.
Eat meat.
If it's the only thing open, I'm going to Taco Bell.
Let me get an
if you're up that late, yes, that's all you doing. That's Taco all you got.
Hey, the funny part about it is I'm talking shit. I will eat Taco Bell in a minute. I still don't know what kind of meat it is. I'm gonna keep
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
My guilty pleasure right now is Crystals. I don't know what kind of meat Crystals got. I still go to Crystals. But I don't know.
Crystals, that's tough.
They got good wings.
You got a nerve to be talking about Taco Bell.
Hold up.
That's a gas station.
No, you know what the worst part of that whole situation is that she just said Crystal got good wings. I'm like, what?
I didn't know.
They got good wings and they got good breakfast. Get you a Crystal's breakfast bowl with the sausage. Oh my God, you are winning.
With the grits, oh my God!
Oh my God, the grits!
No man,
don't make these grits in here.
No man.
Hold up. We about to cause people to have cardiac arrest, all type of diabetes and everything. We got to get off of that topic.
Hey, whatever. I'm just saying. Get you some scrambler from Crystals.
We got you. So the newest, we moving on in the news of the week. We got another one. We got Nicki Minaj is going to have a course that is going to be taught at the University of California, Berkeley. Are you going to get those credits? Talk to me. You going to take that class? You taking that class, man? And what you wearing on? And also, So give me this. All right, Roz, are you taking a class, and what are you wearing on the first day of school?
So, first of all,
you coming in an appropriate attire for a Nicki Minaj class?
I'm asking this question a long time ago. Long time ago before I got married. Long time ago. So yes. Look, if I needed the credits, then yeah. I'll take it. Depends. If it's a prerequisite, I'll take that.
Exactly that. I be graduating.
If it's a prerequisite, I'm taking the class. I'm taking the Nicki Minaj. You know what I'm saying? I'm minoring.
If that's a prerequisite, what is your degree in? That's the question.
Some bullshit. Pimping. You know what I'm saying? I major in pimping 101.
All right. Well,
I don't know.
Miss Mississippi, Roz already said he would take the class. I don't necessarily want to go down that road of what he gonna wear on the first day of school. But man, give me what you gonna wear first day of school. First day of class, if you went to the Nicki Minaj joint, what you wearing to class?
I'm getting me a short set from City Trend with some.
Yeah, you coming ready to go, huh?
You know what I'm saying? With some Air Force Ones, you know what I'm saying? Some white Air Force Ones. Short set.
I'm really vibing with this.
Talk to me. All right, so Mississippi, talk to me. Are you taking the class? Are you taking the class? And then what's you wearing for the first day of school?
So I might try to run from Miss Mississippi because you're giving me the vibes.
Okay, let's go.
What I do?
You know what I'm saying?
Look,
let's go.
Mrs. Mississippi, my bad. Hey, look, I don't want to say it wrong. Mrs. Mississippi.
Okay, so first of all, I'm not taking the Nicki Minaj class, so I don't even have to worry about.
All right, cool.
So moving on right on.
What if you need the credits? What if you need the credits?
Look, we already said.
What if you need?
If I need the credit, I'm changing majors.
Yeah, you are not going to do well if you need the credits for that. Like for your degree, that ain't good. All right, so talk to me, Aaliyah. What you got? You taking the class?
No, fuck no.
Why?
No, I don't see her as, honestly, really and truly, I don't see her as an educator. But I will say that unfortunately, a lot of us have quote unquote lived a particular type of life where we where as they say, life experiences is what's is not, I'm not going to say dictates it, but life experience is what's given her the credentials, I guess, in order to teach this class. Now, just saying all that to say, I can understand if you've taken her class because it's a course requirement, if you will, in cultural studies, or you got to take it to do whatever. I'm trying to think of anything.
Let me give you a breakdown, because I see that you're reaching for some types of ideas. And let me give you a breakdown of what the course is actually about. So
yeah, what's the syllabus? Talk about
the University of California, Berkeley recently announced. I'm getting this from Hip Hop DX. So they recently announced that they are doing this Nicki Minaj class. It's going to be called Nicki Minaj, the Black Barbie, Feminist and Hip Hop Feminism, that explores her impact in the context of broader historical social structures and hip hop feminism.
Sounds like bullshit and fuck no. But like I said, I can honestly understand if they had to take, taking her class was an elective, something that was necessary for your degree. If you are doing a cultural studies degree, or I don't know, your minor is in feminism or some shit like that. I'm just saying, I still can't see what her impact will have had on hip hop. Jesus Christ. But I'm not mad at nobody who is expanding themselves to get their fucking coin. If she was able to convince University of California, Berkeley to make her teach a fucking course, and she can have another, she becomes a multi-hyphenate, putting another hyphenate behind her name, get your money. If we got to talk about the shit I've been through in hip hop industry, and I'm getting a $200,000 check for it, guess what?
Yeah, we talking about
University of California, Berkeley.
Yeah, get that money. Yeah, I understand that. Get that money. It's just, it's one of those things that also is the University of California, Berkeley. How many sisters is gonna be in that class?
Exactly.
Hold on. Look, to quote our guest,
want to sign up because name is attached to it. That's it. Like,
it's gonna be a lot of unrhythmic twerking in that class. Unrhythmic. Yeah, that's a word.
I'm on Facebook unfriending people now. One of my friends was like, what does it mean to be swag? Delete.
Oh, dang. Don't say it.
If you don't know, then clearly you don't know. And if you don't know, then you don't need to be on my
I got a question. I don't understand what that means. I just assume it was a slang term for something else down in the South.
No, that's
So
the
let me break
Athletic
it down for her.
Conference.
Right. So
look at that.
See, I wouldn't know nothing about sports, but see, they're tracking. I got you now.
If you ain't been to a Negro college and had Negro spiritual sung at your Negro cafeteria on your Negro program, and you ain't had to stand in line for your Negro check for the refund, you ain't slack. That's all.
Hey, you know what?
Hey,
that's the most Spanish we've ever had on this show.
Yeah.
But I've been there. Look, been there, done that. Got my HBCU, but I will tell you this: there are, like you said, there are some, because I went to a HBCU, as they call it by default. Fayetteville State loved you to death, you know what I mean? But 9 times out of 10, Fayetteville State was founded because they weren't trying to go to Duke, UNC, all the other big name colleges down there. Get it, got it, good. Moving on. I have been graduated from Fayetteville State for quite some time. I have not yet been to a what do you call that thing when you go back and it's like a game and it's homecoming. I have not been to it. My homecoming is this weekend.
She said you go back and it's a game.
And you go back, it's a game happening, and people do things and they cheer.
Yeah, and and it'll be food trucks. Like, I have not been to a homecoming, and that's only because literally, I'm like literally like every year since I've graduated, for some reason I've either been out of the country or I've had something else planned. Like this week, I started volunteering. That's why I be traveling so much. I started volunteering at a women's shelter. So like, I'm like, damn, I'm on this weekend. I can't go to the game. I can't go to the homecoming. And I always do the same thing. Oh, well.
Yeah. Hey, but you know what you should do? You should make sure the women at the women's shelter get that Nicki Minaj course going.
There you
go. No,
I can't do that. I ain't gonna help them out at all. Maybe.
That's not gonna translate to an actual job skill. I can't do that.
All right.
Hey, Nicki Minaj got a job. Go ahead.
You do, guys. You do have a job.
I believe
that is true. All right. I'm gonna hit you with one more little deal here. We got kind of the leftovers. We're gonna hit with the leftovers right now. So let's go. With the leftovers. Let me make sure that was the Nicki Minaj joint. So we got the leftovers, right? So in the rest of the world, we got weird things like Antonio Brown allegedly selling fake watches, Richard Mille watches. We've got Draymond Green punching his teammate Jordan Poole in the face. And it was on video. It didn't look healthy at all. And then we got we got my man. We got my man Ray J. My man Ray J. I guess he jumped on IG or something, and he was talking about, he's threatened to commit suicide due to the pressure of the Kardashian lies. So I guess it's hard out there. You know what I'm saying? Anybody got some comments about this random nonsense that happens in the world?
Well, first of all, I personally, I love the fact that Draymond Green knocked the shit out of somebody. I love to see a fight. Okay,
he's always on the ass end of a fight. He ain't never the thought of a fight.
Well, that might be true, but I will say
and you know what though, one thing though, watching that video. That was a sucker punch like a mug, dog. Like that was a straight punk ass move right there.
Sucker punch.
No. If you get in my face, and I go, hey.
I'm pushing and I'm up like this. I'm pushing and I'm up.
First of all, my defense is already up with you in my face. But the fact that he turned around, went to do what he do, and came back and superfly Jimmy Snooker punched the motherfucking shit out of him, and you stood there.
Yeah, that's cold.
That's light skin shit.
A sucker punch, in my opinion, is you walking up on somebody and just punching them. That was not a sucker punch. A sucker punch.
He a sucker in himself, so it was a sucker punch from a sucker.
Yeah,
a sucker
no, the boy could have protected himself. Don't push nobody and not put your hand. Push him and punch at the same time. Punch. You ain't learned.
If I see him walking towards me, don't chest bump me, nigga. You chest bump me, you catching these hands. Chest bump me, nigga, you punching, you catching these hands. soon as you chest punch,
First of all, that's a fight automatically where I'm from. You all that. Remember,
if you punch on me, you getting punched.
But look, let me say something real quick. So I look at it like this: they obviously professionals, right? They be at practice. Draymond obviously hasn't punched nobody at practice because Jordan Poole would have been ready. If he was knocking niggas out at practice all the time, then he would have been like, that's that type of dude. Obviously, he wasn't punching people at practice.
But so he was like, if you watch Draymond ain't never been the type of dude that start a fight.
If you see a Negro who is 5 shades darker than myself, are you all the time? Ready to fight. I'm ready to fight. So I know
that part.
A Negro darker than me.
Hey.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. I was literally about to say that entire team, they're a couple of shades too light. Okay, to not know how to fight. That's
we are the stereotype show. Are we doing
that
right now?
Because I walk in the club, taking my dreads, hey, ready to fight.
Yes, I can assure you. I can assure you, as bright as I am, trust, know, and believe. I will give you the motherfucking business. You will not walk up on me and think you're gonna play in my face. You're gonna do all of this.
Exactly.
I got you, pimping.
The first thing my daddy ever taught me, before he taught me anything else, the first thing my daddy taught me was, don't talk.
Exactly. That talk shit. Be about your business.
If somebody walk up on you, don't talk. Don't say nothing. Just be ready. Yeah. Don't say a word.
Exactly.
That part.
All that chest bump shit. I'm not about to don't chest bump me.
If he had walked up to my chest like that, you own me. Wow. You own me. So you own me.
Exactly. You too close. You own me. You too close.
Look,
you in my space.
What the coach at Alabama State did, you too close. I got a chest shake. After this chest shake, you getting this left hook. After this chest shake, you getting it.
It's going in.
I'm about to say, it's too much for me.
And then on to your boy. Then on to your boy.
I'm telling you, that Alabama coach, y'all, people talking mad crap about that man, but he held restraint because if you watch the video that I posted, Deion pushed his arm. Now, he had to push me like this, it would have been like this. That's me. That was me, but it wasn't him. He held a lot of restraint because Deion had to push him. When he put his hand up like this, it was a sign of respect. This is respect.
I thought that hug.
I don't want to hug you. I don't want to hug you.
Put the shoulder up like, hey,
I don't want to hug you.
Good.
All right, you go this way, I go this way. He didn't have to push that man's chest. He didn't have to hand. He didn't have to do that. But it is what it is.
Hey man,
shit.
Look, my whole thing is that when Deion leave, and then ain't nobody looking at swag joints, they ain't on ESPN no more. And people, because that whole deal is like they trying to get that money. It's all about trying to get everybody money, right? Everybody trying to get money. I hope that it keeps rolling.
Let's go there.
After the fact.
Let's go there. Deion is the face of Prime night on Amazon Prime, right? If Deion is in this to get other people money, then why aren't all the swag coaches on it? Like, let's talk about that for a minute. Why isn't he bringing these people into these arenas with him? Why isn't all of the coaches?
They on his contract? They on that contract?
Why isn't all the coaches on his podcast? But I'm just saying, if you are about the swag and if you are about bringing the swag up, why aren't you bringing it up with you?
But no different. My question is this. This is my only thing. No different than you being open to coming on our podcast. You bring people on your podcast and things of that nature. We're all trying to work together to bring everybody up, but it's not a necessity. We're all in the same world, right? So if somebody is balling, we're in podcasts, there's other people balling, they have no requirement to come down and be like, hey man, I see you doing podcasts. And I got so Deion in the same boat as us. There's zero requirement.
He's not. Deion in a boat that I may never get on.
But that's what I'm saying. But
he on that boat.
But he has no requirement. It's just like pick anybody.
That's what I'm saying. It's not anybody else's job. It's not my contract.
He does not have any requirement. He does not have any requirement. But if he came here for just like me being here tonight.
Mhm.
I have no, you didn't put anything in any contract of mine that I had to share this, I had to post it, I had to repost it. But
Right.
I'm going to do that out of respect for building you into my community. And if that's what I want to do, that's what I'm going to do, because as my brother, that's what I want for you. I want you to grow in the same way that I am growing. I'm going to post you. I'm going to put you out there. I'm going to invite you to things that I'm invited to, because it's not a requirement, but it is out of my respect for you to grow in the same fashion that I grow. So
Right.
that's the respect thing that I get with Dion.
Right.
If you are in this to make sure that everybody around you is growing, you're going to bring these people on the level that you are on, even if they don't have that same arena, even if they're not in that same arena that you're in. You're going to bring them to that level because that's what you want for them. And if that's not what you want for them, I'm okay with that too. Just make that clear to the people who you are supporting and the people who you're around, because we're not going to respect you if you're not bringing us to the same level that you're on. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I just look at it like this. This is the only thing that I look at it like. So if Dion has the ability, and he's with this cachet, he's had the ability and friends and things like that. He can't say, hey, Warren Sapp or other NFL people that he has worked with it, go and work for that person, because I'm trying to help your staff. Like, that's not his job. But there are other people, no different than Eddie George. He became a coach. Like, he actually has brought in people because of his action. So it's one of those things where it's like, what is the limit that Dion has to then now make everybody as good as his?
What is the quota?
He has created a lane that now people are going, hey, I'm an NFL coach. I enjoy Black people, and I'm trying to make our communities better. As a Hall of Famer, as an Eddie George, and there's some other guys that have come down and started being coaches, that was never a thing before. Dion literally opened that dam that was like, no, nobody's going to go down there and help him. He opened that. So what else is he supposed to do?
Did he
besides open though?
I think here's a problem as a crab in a barrel Black community that we have. Did he open it for the purpose of growing that, or did he open it for the purpose of growing himself? Did he make this specifically something about him, or did he make it about the people who he was coming to support? And I think that's where
there's always going to be percentages. You always have a situation where even if he's 50-50 in that, it's a situation where, guess what? There's another Hall of Famer. Eddie George is another Hall of Famer. So why aren't people going like, Eddie George, why don't you bring people? Like, why aren't you as successful as Dion right now? He's only been there for like 2 years. So why aren't you doing
ask yourself that question? Why aren't people talking about Eddie George the same way that they're talking about Dion?
Don't know.
Right.
Exactly.
I think that's where everything lies right there, because Dion has a higher level of celebrity, a higher level of power to bring more.
No, I wouldn't say power. I would say that he is a better entertainer. He's a better marketer than those guys. So he can't help them.
So like, bring that marketing across the board.
He can't make Eddie George have a personality. He can't make him have a personality.
Hayes, I'm gonna tell you what you told me earlier. You see this down here? That's a perspective. Can you tell me that?
I'm just saying, I have nothing against Dion. I have nothing against him. I love the fact that he came here to support the university. I love what he's bringing to the SWAC. I love everything about that, just as the Arizona coach said. But at the end of the day, just as you said, Hayes, how will this fare when he leaves? Will this continue? Will it be a progressive movement, or will it stop at what he's done? And if it stops at what he's done, then how has he really helped the university?
But see, then therein lies the issue I have. And I'm looking at this just as the eyes of the older child that's carrying the whole family, because Lord knows. But I'm looking at it. What is it specifically that you want him to do that he's not doing? Because what I hear is he's doing a thing, but he's not doing a thing that you want him to do how you want him to do it. Not you per se, just the area as a whole. And my whole thing is Deion Sanders, if this same man that was dancing in the end zone, he got fined at one point in time, he has always done his thing his way, and people have always found fault with it. Not because he couldn't do it, not because you know, he was doing half-ass. It was just he did the thing his way and not the path that everybody wanted him to go down, or not the path in which he was the only, because I just look at it as, if I'm doing the fucking work, I should be compensated for it. I should be the benefactor of it. But like to Hayes' point, I'm not obligated to do anything outside of my contract. So if you can't rap on this, if you can't get on this gravy train, if you can't get with the program, if you can't get your foot in the door, not my responsibility. Not that I have to help you.
So here goes the point.
Maybe I will, but where's the turnaround in that? What, you don't get me wrong. Not saying that he's wrong for how he's doing it, what he's doing it, but if I'm not benefiting from it, I'm not real motivated to do it. So
here goes the you was like something you said along the lines of, what is he's not obligated to do anything, and that's how relationships break up. That's how things in life crumble. We're not obligated to do anything. I don't have to get up and cook my husband breakfast. It's not something I have to do. But because I love what I am and I love the position that he has put me in, I'm going to do that for him, because I want him to know and understand that I appreciate who he is. Same way in Dion's position. He's not obligated to do anything for anybody. That's not what he's here for. But he still has to respect the culture of what he's in. That whole Alabama situation, that's that man getting the respect that he deserves and need, right? He doesn't have to do anything for Dion. He wasn't even obligated to walk on that field and shake Dion's hand, but he did. And so the fact that he decided that, hey, I'm gonna shake your hand, but I'm not gonna hug you, now it's an issue, now it's a problem. Everybody's mad because he didn't do what he didn't want to do. Everybody has a choice, and we've got to allow those people to have those choices in order for all of us to grow. And we just got to be in the space to let people grow and be who they are. If Dion never does anything for the swag, I'm okay, because I grew up in the swag, and we gonna be okay regardless if he's here or not. It's gonna continue to do what it does.
Y'all good?
I think somebody said something about ESPN. We've been on ESPN several times. We've been on you anyways. I don't know what you mean.
I was watching the game last.
Look, we've been on ESPN. You like we gonna do what it do. So as Black people, we're resilient. I appreciate him for coming here. I hope that what he brings to the sweat continues to grow and be what it needs to be. But I don't have 100% respect for the things that he does around what he does. Like just be you and continue to be you, and let people be who they are. Don't bring people down because they choose the path that they choose. That's all. That's me in a nutshell.
Cool.
Unfortunately, y'all, due calls, I have to get out and go help some more folks, because I don't know why the hell I decided to
hold you down, sis. Don't worry about it. I got this, sis. I'm gonna hold you down.
All right, Aaliyah.
I'm telling you shit. You got it.
Text me. I gotta see you my OnlyFans and all of that stuff.
Hey, all right.
Let me know, y'all. Let me know. It's been fun. I'm about to say, this is as always been eye-opening. It cracks me up how y'all be really upset about sports. But
really appreciate you, Aaliyah. Thank you for coming through. Be safe out there. Do your thing.
Drinking to that.
Hands up. Hands up. All right, we'll see you next time, Leah.
That is just me.
Hey.
All right, what the business is, because I gotta go. Right. I gotta go.
Yeah, I feel you about to.
We didn't talk about not one other topic you just.
Nah,
said.
we destroyed all that. You know. What
so
I'm
okay, all right. Let me go through that. Okay, Ray J.
Yeah, hit that Ray J boy.
We don't care.
Yep.
There was somebody else over here. Who was it?
AB.
And then AB selling fake watches.
Do your sell your watches, bro. Do what you.
He out there hustling everybody. You know
I've sold fake watches, so that ain't no problem.
Make your money, bro. Get your money. Hey,
do what you gotta do, baby. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get this podcast on the air somehow. You know what I'm saying? Get them watches.
Who was the other person?
That was it. We already talked about what else did we talk about? I don't even know. We gonna keep it moving. We moving. We gonna keep it moving. Gonna move on to the music, man. It's music time. Real quick, quick, fast, and in a hurry. We hitting this music. This is the new music that we have for this week. You had some good stuff that was out there. Quavo and Takeoff. You had Cormega that came out with a little something. Rich Homie Quan came out with some stuff. Go check them out. That's the listing for all those that are on YouTube and seeing it visually. Check out your listing. Like I said, we got Rich Homie Quan, Black Sheriff, Tootsie, Gene Dawson, Quavo, and Takeoff, Open Mike Eagle, Blue Bucks Clan, Cormega. There was all type of stuff that came out this week. So also, let me hit you up. This is the Mint Ketchup Spotlight. We did the Quavo and Takeoff. Only built for Infinity Links, 18 tracks. The ones that I liked: Hotel Lobby, Bars in the Captions, Chocolate, featuring Young Thug, and Gunna, and Mixie featuring Summer Walker. So go check that out. Check out the songs. I did really like that Bars and Captions because it did have that So Fresh and So Clean. They sampled that. So, you know what I mean? I'm Outkast all day. So that was wonderful to hear them paying homage to one of the originators of the Atlanta sound. So that was good stuff right there. Really appreciate it. And for all y'all out there, like I said, check it out. Have a good time. Listen to it. Bump it in the rides. And we're moving. Interview time. Miss Lady.
Let's go.
So, understanding that you are a part of HelloBlackMan.com, doing big things, having a podcast with your significant. And so how did you get into that world of podcasting? How did this all come about? HelloBlackMan.com.
So Black men are so unavailable and so hard to break and so hard to get into. So he started the Hello Black Man journal line, which had to have something to go along with it to accommodate what we were doing. So that's how the Hello Black Man podcast was birthed. Initially, we started with we have right now 12 different journals: man, woman, child, first responder, entrepreneur. It goes on and on. If you want to know the rest, go to helloblackman.com. So we wanted to make sure that those people had a platform to talk about the things that they do. Each journal is specifically outlined for the people that we're speaking to. So be sure to check that out. So Black Man started with, hey, let's figure out how the Black man works, how he thinks, what he feels. How can we make Black men more, I don't like the word vulnerable, but open and transparent to be who they need to be for not only their families, but their children and their jobs. So that's how the podcast was birthed. So now we do Hello Black Couple, which is really fun because people seem to really gravitate to that. They want to know how couples work, what they're doing, but don't be too excited because I realized that Tia and the guy, they were on a Hello Black something. Well, what was it they was on? Some Black couple podcast, and they have gotten divorced. So that makes me really sad.
that ain't good at all.
And that is
sad. But like we. So I'm not saying that they weren't real, but like we are really real. Like I am. He is my person. Like to the highest of highest, and like we are really ready to be open and be transparent and talk about the things that couples are dealing with on a day-to-day basis, because it's not perfect, it's not ideal. Things happen from job loss to kids to getting them through college. Like there's so much that goes on in a couple relationship that you have to be open about, because if you don't, then people think, oh, they're so happy and they're so in love, but we got issues, we got problems. So that's what the couples podcast is about. So tune in.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Make sure you guys go and check that out. Those that are listening, helloblackman.com, Hello Black Man on YouTube. I know it's on YouTube as well. So, and there's streaming services and things of that nature. Make sure you go check that out. So, also with this Hello Black Man, like, how has creating the podcast affected your guys' relationship? Like, because I know, like, having a job with somebody that's like family, that can be difficult. Like, how is that really
don't mix business with pleasure?
There you go. Like, so how has that been? Has it enhanced? Has it made it where you guys were more open because y'all were doing this thing together, or does it have its hiccups?
So he's not as open as I am. I'm probably the most transparent individual you will ever meet. So I've learned things on the podcast about him that I never knew. Like I'm just like,
oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I'm like, what? You're like, what? Like, what? You didn't tell me that. Me, I'm like from day one. So we started off as business partners. Like in this relationship, he and I were working together as business partners. We built a venue. We had a event venue, and then we went in. He was in photography, so I started working for that. So it's been like a transition into the different stages. So it's like now we run a business, and when it's business time, I'm cutthroat. I'm like, we got to do this. These are the deadlines. If you don't do this, he don't like this because he wants the relationship me over the business me. And I'm like, you can't get those in different settings. You got to get this business side of me because I got to get things done. So it can be difficult at times, but you know, we work through it. We're learning to communicate. We're not perfect at it, and that's why the journals are here because we're not perfect communicators. So like we are able to work through those times when I'm aggressive. I'm an aggressor. He would say that if you watch our podcast, you will know that I'm the one who's always like, hey. And he's just like, well, you know, I'm like, no. So
I'm pretty sure he enjoys you doing his doing your version of him on our podcast.
Yeah, I know. That's him. It's him.
He's gonna be like, what in the what?
Oh, he loves it. This is his favorite part. So it's a work in progress. And I think that what we don't realize is marriage and relationships are works in progress. So if you can run a business together, running a relationship kind of is not even that bad because you already know the expectations of one another. You know what you desire. You know what you're getting into. So that's us in a nutshell.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Raj, you got anything?
Yeah, I guess I got a question. So with that, like with having a couples podcast and you know talking about relationships and stuff like that, do you find yourself learning as you go? You know, to build. Like I found myself because I'm newlywed. I got married in May, and I find myself still learning. So as a couple, do you guys still, as you grow, do you find yourself learning as you grow and be able to help others as well?
Oh, absolutely. Last week we did a complete couples podcast. So if you guys ever want to be on with your mates, that's cool. We do that every other Sunday. And nice. You know, what was really interesting and fun is just knowing that other people go through the exact same things. You know, a lot of times we feel like, oh, everybody else does it this way and everybody else is it's not. That's not the way things work. Like there are couples out there who are going through the exact same things. And when you're able to pull through that and work through those things, you realize how much stronger you can be as a couple. So yes, we learn things about each other. We learn things through other couples that we're able to kind of bring into our relationship and inculcate. So it's fun. Podcasting has really brought us closer together, believe it or not.
That's fantastic.
Oh wow,
that's fantastic. That's crazy. Are you trying to get us? We gotta bring the wives on the show. Was that what?
Yes, I want y'all to bring my wives on next.
I'll bring my wife on there. She'll be on there.
Get it on there. Get on there.
My wife sounds like she your husband. My wife is really quiet. She like to herself. She'll do it, but she just be kind of like really quiet.
Be hanging back, chilling. Taking notes on
it. There's a game called Last Couple Standing, so we really enjoy that because we're able to play games and really learn things that we probably wouldn't know about each other if we didn't play that game.
Okay. Oh wow, got you. So like, with this being somewhat of a music podcast, so like, how influential is music in not only your podcast but your guys' relationship? You know, like, is that something that is significant? Like, music sets the mood in anything. You know, like it's cleaning time. Let's throw that crunk shit on. We about to back.
Is this a Christian podcast?
Did you just hear what I said?
What?
No, we keep it rolling.
So let me be. So when we first hooked up and started talking, like that was our thing. We used to send songs to each other. And so he sent me "Next Lifetime" one time by Erykah Badu, and so he doesn't feel songs in the same fashion that I do. So I was like, "Lifetime, I'm sorry. Does this mean that we never gonna be together?" You know what I'm saying? One of the first songs that he sent me that made me realize he wanted to be with me was PNB Rock, "Selfish." I was like, I was like, okay, you selfish. Okay. So definitely, like, music plays a huge part in our relationship. And this is okay. Let me give you the initial story. When I first met him, I was actually at a karaoke party that he threw.
Oh,
and I was with my ex-husband, and he sang "Happy Birthday" to me at this party.
Oh,
right?
this is wacky right here. Small town? We're like small town, huh? Like, oh,
but
I
his
ain't letting
karaoke.
nobody sings "Happy Birthday" to my wife. Like, you're like, hold up,
Oh, wait,
like,
don't go,
no,
because my ex-husband stood up and he was like, I can sing "Happy Birthday" to my own wife. I don't need you to sing.
Oh, he felt the energy. You was up there like big-eyed. You was all up in it. Oh, snap. You gave off the energy, boy.
But his song that he sung during karaoke night was Tennessee Whiskey, so it has become kind of our thing.
Okay,
I hear it.
Okay.
I'm like, that's us. That's me.
That's your thing. Okay, I got you. Man, woo.
Y'all getting all the tea tonight.
Yeah, for real. I'm like, what?
This should be mint tea podcast.
Yeah, I know. What?
All right. Okay, that's nice. All right, so you got anything else, Ross?
No, man. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you like this, and I want to give you your roses, like, you know what I'm saying, because a lot of times we as a culture, we don't give the roses when they need to be given. I respect everything you and your husband doing. Keep doing it. The culture needs it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm definitely ready to either come on the show, listen to the show, everything I get, because it definitely, we as a culture need to continue to grow our relationships. And it does so many things to the culture. It keeps the men in the family, it keeps and I tell my wife all the time, I'm here to protect you. That's my job, is to protect you. You run the house, but it's my job to protect you from the world. And what I mean by that is, Black women don't get enough. And, well, let me say women of color. Let me just say not just Black women, but women of color don't get the roses that they deserve. You know what I'm saying? And I want to always be there to give her roses. I'm giving you your roses now because, what I'm saying, we have to continue to grow as a culture and keep our families together to grow the youth and make sure that they, become a part of society, a striving part of society that goes forth and do the same thing. So, you know what I'm saying? Give it up, Hayes. Give me that clapping.
Fantastic. We really appreciate you coming by. Everybody, make sure y'all go out there, support Hello Black Men, Hello Black Couples, all the stuff that's saying hello. Go do it. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere and everywhere.
We have trademarked most of those things, so therefore y'all definitely follow us. So.
Yeah, come follow them, come support them, make sure that they're doing a great thing. What's up?
I'm gonna put this in your face right now, Hayes. I got merch already. You know what I'm
saying?
Okay.
Yeah. I see you got it.
My wife got a pink bright. Look.
You had the band. You got the band too. I saw it was on one of the shows.
Hey, listen, send me.
I ain't got nothing though.
Send me your address. It's that simple. Just send me your address. But I want to also give you guys your flowers, because our Black men, regardless of who you may end up with, we don't give you guys enough credit either. A lot of times we don't understand that we were stripped away in our ancestry from our Black men, and we were taught and treated and just kind of conditioned to think that you guys are not the kings that you all deserve to be. And you guys really play a good role in supporting the household and supporting the family. So to all my Black males out there, know that we love you 100%. Me, I can't speak for everybody else. There is no man out there that can do for me what my Black man can do. And I honor you guys. I value you. And I am so glad to be here with you guys tonight. So you guys, and so they asked me some questions, but they hadn't told me, to answer those questions. I got 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna get them on the podcast.
We're gonna hit this real quick. Respect Your Deck. What's your album?
So I originally said Blueprint in my questionnaire, but I want you guys to follow these 3, 4, 5 people. I want y'all to follow them because there are people who are local here in Jackson who are doing their thing. My number 1 is Young Jules. She has a song on P Valley. A lot of people probably have not heard of her, but look up Young Jules. She is an amazing artist. We went to her show the other night. She is here locally in Jackson, but she is an international star from my perspective. Follow Dolla Black, Dolla Black, Dolla Black. He has a voice that is butter. Like if you hear him, you know he is meant to be a rapper. He is everything. Follow Dollar Black. My third is my nephew. Well, I'm saying third, but they third and fourth. My nephews, King Keem, King Kem with a apostrophe over it, and Navia. They are amazing artists. They are both in Atlanta right now. You guys follow them. Do what y'all need to do. And my number 5 is Jody. So y'all, I will post that in the comments. Follow those 5 people. They are amazing, and I want people to know who they are so they can get the same self-stardom the rest of the world has. So
yeah,
appreciate it. Always looking out. Always looking out. We really appreciate you coming on the show. I know you got to go do your thing and go make your money.
Tune in.
So we really appreciate it. We'll tune in after we get off of here. We really appreciate you. Have fun. Say hi to the family and all that good stuff.
No doubt.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Yeah. No
What
doubt,
up,
no doubt.
man? So we done respect
Man, what's
the
up,
deck.
man?
She hit it with 5 of them. Now we about to hit it with the top almost 4, man. And it's Yogo player for daggone first episode of season 2. It's been going off without a hitch. We done had the perspectives. We got 2 perspectives on here. So, like I said, everybody, we're gonna have perspective on this show from now on. So Aaliyah and one of our previous guests, Melissa, is gonna be on the show, giving us that other perspective, that other lane, that other thing that we may need. I know you got 2 bros up here, but hey, sometimes we need a little perspective. We may say some stuff. I mean, the show is professional, unintelligent professionals and unprofessional intelligence, and we be hitting it all different ways. So sometimes we need some perspective. So talk to me, man. What you got for the top?
So listen. So we're gonna start the season off with top almost 4 hottest music videos. Boom. Let's go with it.
We going ever?
We're going ever. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't seen music video in a long time, but I'm gonna go. I went by music videos that always stuck in my head that I remember. You know what I'm saying? That always kept that when I seen it, I was tuned in. I'm like, oh shit, this is my video. So my honorable mention, you know what I'm saying? My honorable mention, first off, we're gonna go with Gin and Juice, Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody remember that video.
Yeah,
you know
Gin and Juice was legit.
Everybody remember Gin and Juice, Snoop Dogg video. That's an honorable mention.
Yeah.
So then we gonna go to I got another honorable mention. Another honorable mention I got is Jermaine Dupri featuring I think it was T.I. and a couple other cats. Welcome to Atlanta. That video always stuck in my head. Boom. 2 honorable mentions.
Boom, boom, boom.
You know what I'm saying?
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I know that one. Let's go.
What? So number 3.
Number 3.
On number 3, Candy Shot, 50 Cent.
Candy Shot.
You can't forget
50 Cent.
You can't forget that video. What?
Yep.
You can't forget that video. You know what I'm saying? You can't forget Candy Shot. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're a brother. If you're a man, you can't forget Candy Shot. Number 2 on the hottest music video list to me, and it's gonna be debatable, but I'm going with Hey Ya. You know what I'm saying? Andre 3000.
Okay. All right.
It upbeat, kept you. I'm talking about when the video came on, you was Hey Ya. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you had bruh, you got bruhs on their tippy toes, like, oh shoot, that's a joke.
I'm saying, hey, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, when he played like 7 instruments in there, he was in the band and everything. Lead singer, you know what I'm saying? So listen, number 1 on the hottest music video list was a video that when I was in the Army, every brother I knew keyed in on this video.
Okay.
And the video was Nelly Tip Drill. Let's go with it. Tell me I'm wrong.
Tip Drill.
Remember Tip Drill?
Yes, I do.
When they played Tip Drill on what's that BET Uncut?
Yeah, BET Uncut.
That was soft porn. You think it's a game?
He said, you think it's the game. That's funny. All right, so we got the top almost 4 music videos according to Roz. We got Candy Shop at number 3. Hey Y'all by Outkast, Andre 3000 side, The Love Below side. We got Tip Drill by Nelly. He's talking about the BET Uncut video. He ain't talking about like the regular joint. He's talking about the BET Uncut video.
We talking about BET Uncut at the swimming pool, bucket naked.
Yeah, they was out there wilding on the BET Uncut.
That's before. That's before you had cell phones that you could just watch free porn. That was like,
I mean, hey, those are some high-end videos. Those are some high-end like hip-hop videos. Those was high-end. I would probably have to like just videos that put you in a mood when they came on. And then you talk about the Army, like I mean, the Make 'Em Say video was just hype. Like, that was just a hype. Like, everybody, when that came on, Muggs was like, it was crazy hype. Like, that was it. Like, I mean, that video was hype. Like, I mean, sometimes you have videos that don't meet up to the song. And that was one where the video and the song mashed together and just made it even more hype. So I would have to say, like, Make 'Em Say was in there. Man, I mean, I feel like you was down the correct lane on these, man. Like Tip Drill.
Okay.
I'll let you know what I'm saying, hey y'all, like those are very much. Candy Shop was dope. Candy Shop was dope. I mean, I probably would have went with like Make 'Em Say just because like watching the video made you want to go to the club and throw bows. Like you was like, like let's go. Like it's time to get it. That was like the ready to go to war. Let's go kick in the door, type deal. When you had that Make 'Em Say come on. So I feel you, man. Yeah, look, you starting off season 2 pretty good.
I'm saying, man,
we ain't even really had to argue on this one. You know what I mean?
You gotta start out right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta start out right, man.
So hey, man, we really appreciate everybody coming through, hanging out with us. Season 2 has begun. So we are here. Make sure you check us out on Twitters at Lofton_Hayes MKP. We got Roz is there at he's the author. Check him out on there. Instagram, I'm at Hayes Adonis. Roz, once again, he's the author. Of course, you can find us on Facebook, Mint Ketchup, YouTube, Mint Ketchup, and we're gonna be on all your social platforms at Mint Ketchup. We also got the Instagram that's popping off, the Mint Ketchup podcast that's coming through. We're gonna be on TikTok, maybe Snap. We're gonna be on all that stuff. So make sure you come and check us out on all those different things, all those different platforms. We're gonna be giving it to you every week. New drink of the day. Help you make it. Help everything go down with it. It's gonna be a great time. Welcome back to the Mint Ketchup podcast, season 2, episode 26. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Then you go sack the quarterback, right? That's how we do it. All right, man. It's been fantastic. Until next time. We out.
We out.